yesterday. We got through my target.
Nice.
All right. Welcome to everybody on YouTube who's joining us for the afternoon.
Welcome.
And Mike, you were going to try the camera in the room. You're welcome to try that out if you wanted to see if that works.
We'll try the camera today and see if I get better. Maybe not. Wait for it. I think I know what the problem is.
Wait for hey.
Wait for it.
There we go. Needed to open up the laptop
There.
for the camera. I didn't quite think that through.
Huh.
Oh, what did I just do? Just messed it up. Get Mike back here. Oh.
I'm here.
Huh. Cloud CLDR has had a big day here. I don't know if it wasn't on the radar, but it certainly made a big move today. What are you laughing at?
Sweet. I'm laughing because I rearranged stuff. All right, I got to pull my montage so I can at least click through stocks. I rearranged because I was having problems seeing on the computer laptop screen because it's small. So I added another monitor and I closed the laptop. But until Peter said turn the camera on, I didn't think about that. So now I have the laptop right in front of where my montages and stuff were.
Okay.
Things you work out as you
as you
move into new.
As you live and adapt, right?
The SPY is really moving down here.
Yeah, SPY is really dropping in the last at 6:30, 3:30.
Really?
Is that the happiness of drinking a good swig of tequila there, Brian?
It's the happiness of a nice shot of Patron.
Shot of Patron. There you go. Let's see what Naked is doing. Down at 178. Your PRA is dropping a couple of pennies. Hertz is holding at 4.
What's your Microsoft doing? Are you going to take a trade on this one today?
I'm not. I admit I'm not really watching Microsoft. I'm watching AMD. I'm shorting AMD right now. If you look at AMD, I was trying to get all my cameras ready here, but look at the lovely double top. Oh, hello. Let's take a partial here just in case. But yeah, I love that double top pattern. Look what it did. Oh, let's even show you a 1 minute chart. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Double top, moving average, all the stuff I look for.
Like to see that second top as a higher low, and I also like that that one doji candle there, the one that tried to pop higher and then pulled back. That's a nice kind of confirmation that the sellers are sitting there at that prior high.
Yeah.
So
one more window we got to move over.
Yeah, here we go. VIX. Maybe the VIX is going to pop up here. I did do a trade yet in the close yesterday. I got some VIX calls, VXX calls, 30 calls, because the VIX was up despite the fact the market was up yesterday, which I think spoke spoke volumes about where people's heads are at. Thinking the market's taking some protection.
AMD moving, Microsoft moving slower as well.
Jason looking at Peloton, not Patron, as he specified. Oh, look
Not
at
Patron.
Peloton jumping up here. Is there some
Boy.
news going on?
Neo's been really on a tear too.
Neo, the car NIO?
Yeah, the electric
The electric
car.
car manufacturer?
Yeah.
You're right. Look at that.
Yeah.
This whole month it's been pushing up here. 4 to 6.
Yeah.
70.
It's been nice. Yeah. Wow.
Gotta keep an eye on AMD.
Yeah,
here.
somebody, when I was on the mic, I think it was Chris or somebody called it out for a break of the high of the day around 620. We had a huge wall of orders on the level 2. And it broke through that and kind of did a little pullback, but ever since then, it never really... Where was that? That had to have been around 11:30.
Wow.
Yeah, 11:29. It just broke, and it's never really looked back since.
Looks like I could have taken my short on Microsoft. It would have worked, but I have to stop saying it's not my short. I could have taken a short on Microsoft. I don't want to lay claim to that.
Well, you're just becoming that's becoming your signature trade.
It was. I sort of. The problem is, as I learned, right, then I started to force it, and it started to go bad on me. So maybe I'll just take a break.
Well, that's always
I guess starting to look away from it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
what is? Excuse me. What is the short or the float on IMRN? What is the?
IMRN.
What is?
Well,
What is the? Did somebody look at that earlier?
3 million.
Okay, so it's really low, low float here. Yeah. Yeah.
I take that as a compliment, Brian W. Thank you so much. I look 30. That's just because of the many years of exercise.
Too much exercise of the voice, though.
Yeah, way too much exercise of the voice. It's been, almost 13 years since I've lost my voice. So.
He's got that voice you don't want growling at you outside of your bunk at 3 a.m.
Nope.
Is that what it comes from?
Yeah, it comes from being down as a drill instructor for 3 years of just yelling at the top of your lungs.
Right. They don't issue you a megaphone.
No, we don't get microphones.
That's for wussies.
Not at all.
That's for lame. That's for lame civilians.
That's right.
So.
Well.
Fate is getting close here. Chris called it at 32 by the end of the day, and it got to 32.02. I think I'll give that one to you, Chris. That's within 2 cents. That's like a gimme in golf. I think.
Yeah, that's the mulligan.
You can pick up the ball and call it in for that one.
Yeah.
VRM is
no whammies. I don't think the recruits ever had that thought.
Tesla. What's Tesla up to? Yeah, Tesla is still just sort of chomping around here. Microsoft right back up above 190. There would have been a potential short in it, but it would have been short-lived. I'm just about to be stopped out here on AMD, which has also bounced back on me and is pulling back up to my entry at 56.30.
Yeah. The SPY kind of bounced.
The SPY did come back off of a moving average on the 2-minute chart. 50 came up, bounced right off the 50 moving average on the 2-minute chart. So, and Oxy is continuing to push higher. Interesting.
We got 20 minutes. Facebook is looking to break out of the high. See what it can do.
Amazon's up like $100 now, almost. It's up 3.78%. Apple's up quite a bit, 3.4544. Netflix up another just 3.5%. Amazing. So that's the some of the FANG names. Facebook up, Apple up, Netflix up. I don't have Google up on the screen, but I'm guessing it's up too.
I'm out of AMD. Stop me. So I only got one partial on that. Got a 20-cent partial, and that was it. Guess green is green, as we say.
Green is green.
Coming to the end of earnings season here. There's not a lot of earnings going on, really. We didn't see any this morning worth watching. Last night we had one that didn't show up. What was it that was on earnings yesterday? I can't even remember. It didn't show up on my charts at all. Tonight we've got, just stuff that I'll see if it shows up tomorrow. Five Below, 5. I know we've traded it once or twice. AMC Entertainment might be interesting because they've been closed this entire quarter, so I got to believe that they're going to be hurting. GameStop and then Chewy. Remember when that IPO'd? CHWY.
Oh, Chewy,
yeah. Yeah, Chewy's been kind of active on my scanner today. I've had it hit probably 5 or 6 times.
Yeah, Chewy's actually up quite a bit here. It's is this an all-time high for Chewy right here? Looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, looks like it is.
So
actually.
obviously, lots of people betting on this coming out with a good report. Of course, they've been supplying all the pets during COVID.
Yeah, well, like as an online pet store, they had every opportunity to pick up the slack where your regular neighborhood pet store had to close. I don't know if that's the case. I guess we'll find out after the close. So.
Yeah,
definitely.
Well, certainly they were right place at the right time. Sometimes when you're in business, that's, sometimes there's an element of luck.
Oh, often there is, yeah. Often there is. Well, fate made that drop. I'm impressed, Chris. You called that and traded it well, so good job. Ugh, AMD. You son of a gun.
Look at that, eh? Well, it's pulling back now the SPY, because the SPY is getting all erratic.
Yeah. Yep. This VRM is doing much the same here. That's my IPO that I'm still in here, and it's like whipping up and down here between 44, 43. Now it's up to just over 44 again. It's hard to tell even on a 2-minute chart.
Rushing right back down.
I think with 15 minutes left, if it drops below 44, I'm just going to take it off. But we'll see here. Maybe this is the run-up I've been waiting for. I have all of 30 shares left on it, so it's not a big trade at all. but
Mhm.
it's $100. Sitting on $100 right now, so.
MU's seems to be pulling back here.
Oh, AMD. Darn it. Slightly better entry on that. I might have survived.
It's the bat phone.
The bat.
It's the bat
Speaking of which, Brian. Is Kyle here? Where's Kyle? No? Brian, did you ever see the picture that Kyle made for you? Look at that.
No. Oh. I could be Bruce Wayne, couldn't I?
Look at you.
Yeah. No question. It's a pretty damn good looking guy there, I tell you. I don't say so myself.
I love it how he's got you in the mask and everything, man. That's like
Yeah, I know.
That's old school
Pretty
Batman.
Pretty special. Yeah, that is old school Batman too.
That's Bat
Got
Brian.
my utility belt. Yeah.
Looks like you're in the commissioner's office even. Anyway, that was Bat Brian. Thought it was well. It's like what else? He's good at making these. That's me and my Magic 8-Ball. That was pretty good. He's great at making these little memes for us.
Mm-hmm.
Photoshopping our picture into things. This Photoshop is amazing. Look how he made you look younger.
Yeah, I like him even more.
Kyle is amazing at the photoshopping.
That he is.
Yeah, so we Andrew and I went to we went over to a professional photographer's place last night.
Ooh.
Andrew just couldn't tolerate the picture I had posted any longer. Apparently.
So he just said enough is enough, eh?
He said enough is enough. We're going over to get some other pictures taken. So there you go.
Did you have a mask on in your shot?
Yeah.
How long till it finally gets posted up there?
Well, it should be posted next day or so, I would imagine.
Next day
Because
or so.
we did take the pictures. He did take the pictures, and I guess he does the touch up to make you look. Hopefully, he'll make me look about 15 years younger, and and then and then I guess Ryan will change the address up. So for anybody who's interested, there is a podcast that's come out. It's done by Alpha Mind Blog. They're based in the UK. They do a number of things in terms of performance coaching, and they do other stuff related to trading in the financial markets. So they did an interview with me. So if you want to listen to that, the link is right here. I believe it's free. Peter, we still need to do a podcast at some point.
We do.
So we were going to do that, and then had to deal with some family issues, so it did kind of got put on hold. But anyway, back to market action. We're testing some prior lows here with the SPY.
Yeah. Microsoft got all crazy for a second at 1550.
Look at this.
Yeah. So we're right at the we're at the VWAP now. We kind of broke through it on the SPY, and now we're Trying to hold it. 9 minutes left.
Brian, what stock did you buy in 1967 that you're still holding?
Oh, that was a Bell Telephone.
Ah, I see.
Oh, my PRA
Wow.
trade is going south on me. It's not good. Yeah, Bell Telephone. I still have the shares too. Still have them, the original. So look at CCL. Everything's selling off here into the close. The only thing that seems to be going up is the VIX.
Well, on the good news side, on the bad news, I got stopped out of my trade before this drop happened, but although AMD is not going down as much as some of the others. Oh, Microsoft, though, would have stopped me out anyways. My VRM trade, though, is going up here, so that's good. Look at this.
Powering into the close.
Yeah, well, so, these IPOs often do that. They'll get a little kick into the close, which is why I was just holding it and just waiting. I was sort of willing to let it go pretty much back to break even, because I've seen this happen all too often where it sort of does nothing, and then I don't know why, but the last 10, 15 minutes it'll just get a little kick up. So
Do you think that's the underwriters coming in and supporting it a little bit?
it could be. I honestly have no idea. Dankin, in the room, there's a little folder icon right beside the volume, just to the left of it. It's called the Room Drive. If you click on that, my IPO rules are posted in there. You can find them.
Yeah, that made a nice move. That was a $2 move out of that in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
6 minutes.
Yep, it's up. Still going.
Still jumping. Yeah.
Still going. It's gone from almost 43. It was pretty much right at 43 up to 46.50. So it's 350 from low to high in the last last 10 minutes.
Yeah, Brian, you probably definitely heard us flying over in San Diego. That's for sure.
So we got 6 minutes to the close here.
Yeah, SPY lost the VWAP and just heading lower.
Yeah.
No worries, Dankin. My pleasure.
Whoa, there goes.
Lots of room for it to go.
Yeah, it seems to be, it lost that one level in the VWAP. Vroom is still moving.
Sorry, I was busy watching my room. Yes, oh, look at this. Woohoo!
It's going to go through 47. I did take a long on that.
Oh.
That little pullback.
Okay.
All right, I got, I'm going to sell that here. Whew. Woo. Wow, that was nice. I only did about 300 shares, but I think I got about $400 on that trade.
Nice.
Yeah, that was okay.
There you go.
Today's much better. I'm at 426 and fluctuating between that and 275. So
Here we go. 48.
Oh man, don't show me that. Don't show me that now.
See, you should have just partialed. You get so excited.
Yeah, I should.
Took it
Well,
all
I only
out.
had a couple hundred. I only had 300 shares, so I kind of figured it was an all or nothing trade. Well, there you go. Left a buck on
and
the
here comes 49.
This is crazy. What have we
Look at
got?
that spread.
We got 4 minutes left. Yeah, just be careful. It's really getting extended from the VWAP here, guys. Don't be chasing it here now.
Yeah. I'm going to, we'll just see what
Big
happens
spread
here.
on it too.
So, look at AAL coming back up here. Wow, some buying on AAL.
Come on, go the other way.
Were you talking about Vroom?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I
Here we
think
go.
I
Here
could
we
be
go.
wrong, but I think a top's been put in there.
Yeah, we'll see.
Like
I
I
don't
said, I
know.
definitely don't like to. I don't like to play those after that initial pop, and then it gets dicey. But if you're already in
I'm
and you
just
got a
looking at,
AMD's popping too, eh?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah,
Look at
going up to the high of the day again, trying to break through.
that.
There it goes.
Do 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 do. No, I'm not playing it. I can just hum it. It's not copyrighted.
I
No,
YouTube doesn't matter. They just
yeah.
that
Ooh,
algo that it
yeah,
has is crazy.
Look at
All
it.
right. I'm gonna
IMRN. That's not
I'm
a
gonna take them off.
good place to be maybe now.
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
it's
Every time.
just
That's
wow.
okay.
IMRN is kind of lost about $4 in the last 2 minutes. It's not where you want to be.
Every time I think about
I keep
closing
looking
out
at
VRM.
Yeah, it's a trap.
Okay,
it's
Admiral.
a trap.
Here we go. Here we go.
You
Come on.
can't short it.
Come
I,
on.
I just keep looking at the last symbol and it goes from 35 to 48 back to 35.
Well,
No
AL,
slow tick up.
yeah,
Jump,
AL's
jump.
back right up there. Look at that. Look at that little weasel go.
Okay, am I being greedy? Do I just, you know what? I'm going to less than 2 minutes. I'm going to take it off.
I would
Right?
not hold this all the
I
way
would.
to
I'm
the
going to
last
take it off
second,
now.
Peter.
I
I
wanted
think
to
you've
get
had
over
a-
49, but I got 48.17 on my share.
That was
so
pretty
that's,
sweet. Yeah.
that's not bad.
Do
Entry
we
at
have an
41.
Do we have an IPO tomorrow?
Well, you never know.
You never know, Peter. I thought you're the wealth of information on these IPOs.
Well, I just mean they schedule them. It doesn't mean they actually release them, right? So
That's true. Yeah, that is true.
so you never know if they're actually going to come out now. Tomorrow, well, because there's a bunch this week, so there's actually another 7 that are listed for this week, but I don't have a specific date on them, so we'll see if they happen or not.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what is tomorrow, the 10th? In theory, we should have, yeah, we should have 2 potentially, LTRN and UCL. Do I have LTRN? Let me make sure I've got that. Yeah, I do have LTRN. So yeah, we'll see if they actually open, but potentially 2 tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a good
Chewy
sign.
might be interesting on earnings. Their relative volume is pretty high today. It's up 239%.
It's really hard to say what you know. I mean, clearly a lot of people have some pretty high expectations for Chewy, so this is the kind of thing where they could have some good numbers, but they could also disappoint. So people could be thinking that their numbers are going to be even higher than the good numbers, and so you end up with a lot of the good news sort of being baked in.
Right. That's where the
AMD
expectations
is just
move farther than the company can reasonably achieve. So
or at least what the expectation is on the street. Wow, AMD is so strong into the close here too, eh?
it's on a level on the daily too. If you look at AMD, it's call up AMD here, and if you look at a daily chart, I got this level marked because it's played with this a couple of times here. If you can get over this, 57, sorry, it could be another $2 day. I don't know.
I think it's in a range where it may be in play the next couple of days. Once it broke out of that kind of like consolidation area over the last week or so, it kept going on that 5407 or something right in there. And then it broke out and hasn't looked back now. So it may try to go and test it again tomorrow.
Well, the market
See.
did. I didn't see it happen, but there was the bell.
Oh yes, the bell.
And no
happened.
wonder nothing was moving on my screen. Thinking,
You thought your data was frozen? What's wrong? It's broke.
What's going on?
What's wrong? What's wrong?
Why did everything stop? See how that time just slips up on you.
FIVE has released their numbers, FIVE. It looks like they missed their earnings quite by a bit. Their sales were down too. They were expected to make 239 million. They only delivered 200 million of sales. And their earnings per share were 3 times worse than expected. They expected to lose 29 cents, and they lost 91 cents. So FIVE is that you would expect that to be significantly down. I'm not seeing a lot of price action on it. It actually was rising into the close.
It did drop from 104. It's last traded 101 by the looks of it. Really not much of not pretty big spread.
Yeah.
99 to 102. So not a lot of action in the aftermarket.
No, not at all.
Snap went out near high of day, which was kind of interesting. What's Vroom is staying strong in the aftermarket here.
Yeah, I noticed that. But that's
It's
all right.
probably gonna. My guess is
out.
it's going to gap up tomorrow. Just a
Rami,
guess.
I don't know if that's true for all Canadians, but I can tell you that's all I've got. I don't have any better buying power than that, so. All right, guys, we're just waiting for. I want to see what happens when Chewy's numbers come out. What else we got coming out here? Liminaria. That's not interesting.
Nothing on Chewy yet. Nothing. Oh, Chewy is dropping. It's down at the VWAP now.
Yeah. Rafa, we posted the link up above. Let me see if I still have it here. Here it is. Dan, I appreciate you having been anxious for me on VRM. In YouTube. I'm on the edge for me. Well, it's. I had so much room in it though. Like my entry was 41, so it didn't really matter if it jumped up or down $1 or $2. Like it's not like I was going to go red on it or anything. Oh my! Look at Chewy. Maybe we had some numbers here.
Oh my! Look at her pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's popping up here.
Don't see anything yet.
No, I don't see anything either. Let me turn Squawk Guy on. Maybe he'll say it before he posts it.
Yeah, there is nothing posted on Squawk.
And shares continue to spike here now. It's at 1840 now on Lakeland Industries.
No, he's talking about Lakeland.
Yeah, just be careful. Chewy is all over the place right now. If you're trading this, I just don't know.
GME GameStop reporting a loss of $1.61. Golf Michael
Risk.
Echo. That's wider than the $1.27 loss that was expected for Golf Michael Echo.
So GameStop came out, not necessarily a good.
Yeah.
Sales of 1.021 billion is below the 1.07 billion estimate for GameStop. Golf Michael Echo.
All right. I'll put that one down to keep an eye on for tomorrow. GameStop.
And GameStop
Shares of GameStop pulling back now 460 on GME. Chewy reporting sales of 1.62 billion on Chewy.
1.62 billion.
Still don't see anything.
Yeah, I think. Well, it's really, again, it's just all over the place right now.
Chewy said sales of 1.62 billion. 1.55 was the estimate.
62 billion on Chewy. CHWY is above estimate for CHWY. Charlie Hotel Yankee. Charlie Hotel Whiskey Yankee.
And
I am going to drop off, Peter and
right,
Brian.
sir.
Thank you. And thanks everybody in the room.
Chewy.
I will see you tomorrow morning.
Great. We shall see you tomorrow.
Yep. Everybody have a great evening. And if you're coming to the session tonight, I'll see you there tonight in the webinar room.
That meditation session
afternoon.
should be a great one. So yes, we look forward to that. So hopefully we'll see you guys there.
Yeah. Yep.
Good deal.
All right.
Well, Chewy's kind of looks like it's going to head lower here.
Chewy says we had a strong start to 2020 with Q1 net sales increasing 46% year over year and gross margins expanding 50 basis points.
What's going on here? There we go. There I am.
Shares of Chewy reversing now after initially spiking higher. Now 51.53 up 2 cents. That's Charlie Hotel Whiskey Yankee.
Now it's popping.
Shares of Lakeland Industries continue to spike here after their very strong report. $19.90 now on LAKE.
There we go. Still haven't heard what the earnings were. I want to know what the earnings per share
Lakeland
was.
now over $20 and continuing to spike.
So they beat on revenue. Got that.
Chewy reporting a loss of 12 cents per share.
Oh, okay.
CHWY Chewy, a loss of 12 cents. That's less than the 16-cent loss that was expected for CHWY Chewy.
Wow. Interesting. So you're saying that
Chewy
they lost
now reversing
12
again
cents.
and moving higher. 52.76 up.
Mute him again. I had an estimate of 11-cent loss, which means 12 would be worse. He said the estimate was 16 cents, which would make it better. So who knows? We'll have to wait till the full details come out.
What was did Lake is active aftermarket. They beat EPS $100.07, 15-cent estimate. Wow,
that's a huge
beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see Lake here. Lake. That's a big beat. They beat on revenue as well. That would explain the pop here. I'll put that. We'll see. Sometimes these things don't move in the morning at all, even if they're getting a little pop after hours. But I'll put them on my list. We will see what happens. Keep an eyeball on them for the morning.
Yeah. GameStop's not doing much of anything. Ooh, 5 just came right back up. And yeah, Chewy's just all over the place right now. I think a lot of good news baked in.
Yep.
Vroom.
Chewy, look at Chewy. That is just not tradable. How would you trade that? Especially when the spread is almost the size of those candles. You got a dollar spread at times on this.
Yeah, I know.
All right, guys. I think it's time to call it a night. Thank you for joining us. We'll see if some of these earnings plays again become active in the morning. It might be worth watching. I've got on my list 5, CHWY, GME, and Lake. So I'll keep an eye on those in the morning. And then we'll see what comes up in our gappers list. Don't forget the pre-market show, 8:30 every morning. It'll be Carlos and I leading you through the open, seeing what's moving, and setting some levels for it to get us ready for the day. So take care, everybody, on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. If you're thinking about joining in the room, you can use the code ClosingBell24 to get a 1-week free trial, $24. Give us a shot.
Okay, guys, have a good evening, everybody.
Thanks.
Thanks for joining us. And yeah,
Dan,
hopefully we will see you in the morning.
Yeah, thanks, Brian. Dan
right,
on YouTube, you're asking about IPO rules. Yes, we do have an IPO rules sheet that I post in the room. I know a number of members use it. I used it today successfully on VRM. Those rules served me well, and it got me a $6 play on VRM. So very happy with that. So it worked out well. Anyways, have a great night, guys, and we will talk to you tomorrow.